In Chapter 4 of the encyclical Fratelli Tutti, Pope Francis invites us to consider concrete ways in which we can show the belief that all human beings are brothers and sisters, and he focuses on the issue of immigration, which is currently a major local and international issue of our world today. He begins by challenging each country to provide essential facilities for their citizens in order to ensure that people don't migrate unnecessarily. This means creating in countries of origin the conditions needed for a dignified life and integral development. These conditions include creating adequate employment opportunities, facilities for economic growth, education, healthcare and shelter, security from wars and attacks, respect for the fundamental human rights of individuals, care for the environment and ecosystems, and sustainable agriculture to provide enough food for the people. However, the Pope acknowledges the right of all people to find a place that meets their basic needs and gives them personal fulfillment, and he calls all to respect that right in 4 major ways, that is, welcome, protect, promote, and integrate such people. He cites ways in which we can make this happen by increasing and simplifying the granting of visas, adopting programs of individual and community sponsorship, opening humanitarian corridors for the most vulnerable refugees, providing suitable and dignified housing, guaranteeing personal security and access to basic services, ensuring adequate consular assistance and the right to retain personal identity documents, equitable access to the justice system, the possibility of opening bank accounts, and the guarantee of the minimum needed to survive, freedom of movement, and the possibility of employment, protecting minors and ensuring their regular access to education, providing for programs of temporary guardianship or shelter, guaranteeing religious freedom, promoting integration into society, supporting the reuniting of families, preparing local communities for the process of integration, and eventually offering full citizenship in the country. The Pope also calls for mid-term and long-term planning that is not limited to emergency responses. This would include effective assistance for integrating migrants in their receiving countries, while also promoting the development of their countries of origin through policies inspired by solidarity and gratuitousness rather than something driven by commercial gain. The Pope also calls us to realize that welcoming immigration policy does not only benefit the migrants, but it brings an opportunity for enrichment and the integral growth and development of both sides. And so, we are encouraged to be open to new experiences that our encounter with migrants bring. We need to communicate with them, to discover the gifts of each person, to promote that which unites us, and to regard our differences as an opportunity to grow in mutual respect. This requires patience and trust, which will help individuals, families, and communities to hand on the values of their own culture and welcome the good that comes from others' experiences and cultures.